I'm just doing a time check. We have a good 20 minutes. But I do want to encapsulate just a little bit about some of the stuff that we just heard. We are all working towards national marine sanctuaries in the United States. And we have elder, youth, traditional leader, indigenous scientist, girl from Waianae. And allyship. The one thing that we all have in common up here is that we're also teachers. And we've heard so much about the need and the importance of Indigenous-led conservation at this conference. But a lot of the white people are like, what is that? I've never heard that, what that means. So we want to have these conversations with folks and be able to share our experience and our knowledge. I have feet in two different worlds. I also live in Washington, D.C., and I'm sort of like an academic, I guess. And I want to work with frontline heroes that are sitting up here and help explain to the world, their worldview. I'm working on the name, but it's something like a novel framework for explaining Indigenous-led conservation of white people. Still working on it, but it's got 5 parts. And that first part is bringing identity to your work. And man, did the two of you talk about your identity? Like this is who you are. The second part is indigenous knowledge, and Uncle Saul talked to us about the resurgence of voyaging and the Kumolipu. I said that wrong, didn't I? I apologize. The Queen. We're friends. He's Uncle Saul. I'm the nephew. Like I'm allowed to make mistakes, right? I'll get better. I promise. Through our identity and our knowledge, we develop our values. And one of the things that I heard, especially from this side, I know your name, is the need, the responsibility. I heard you mentioned Kuleana, and not just responsibility as Indigenous peoples to do it, but to go out there and tell the white people they have to do it, and I call that advocacy. I think if we want to include Indigenous knowledge and conservation in the larger conservation movement, we have to bring the world along with us. So that was the purpose of this storytelling. Thank you so much for coming. We've got 20 minutes. We're all friends and family. So who's got a question? Or a compliment? We'll take those as well.